Hey friends, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. It is TheTranspondster here with another speed build in The Sims 4. Today we are building a starter cottage in Windenburg. This is going to be a little bit inspired by the French countryside. I'm sectioning off Windenburg a little bit when it comes to doing my save file. I am doing different parts of Europe. So the French countryside inspired area will be the neighborhood called Windslar. It is the one in the top left where the Von Haunt estates are. I thought that this cottage ended up turning out so cute. I do end up making it a tiny home because it is enough tiles to be classified as that. If you don't have the Tiny Living expansion pack, you can absolutely download this home still. It will just be classified as a residential and you wouldn't get the bonus lot traits that come along with it being a tiny home. If you don't have Tiny Living already, it is one that I do highly recommend, even if it is just to have the lot type. There are so many perks that come with the lot type, one specifically being that your Sims build skills faster, but they also build their relationships faster too. So there's a lot of perks. I use those circular windows from Cottage Living on the roof of this build, and they look so cute. I hardly use them because I always want a different stained glass to the wood tone, and it never looks right in my build, so it was exciting to be able to fit them in here. And then when it came to doing the terrain paint, I actually was going to do it all the way to the edge of the lot, but then I felt like it looked a little funny. It's one big problem I have with The Sims 4 is that the world outside of your lot never seems to blend well with your lot. And so the pathways either have a little green gap in between the sidewalk, Del Sol Valley, or they have terrain paint that you kind of have to work with. So that's what I did here, but it totally fits the vibe. And I'm just trying to landscape a little bit here to make the rest of the lot blend in. We do end up filling it out with some stuff for your Sims to do outside. I imagine the Sim that lives here to be very outdoorsy and into maybe homesteading. It just has that country cozy vibe to it. The bathroom is quite small, but we do get a shower in there, no problem. And there is an enclosed bedroom. To start, I didn't include it in the layout because I didn't know if I would be able to get a proper bedroom, but we do close off the right side of the home and make that the bedroom. Ultimately, you could fit 2 Sims in this house or just have it as the one. And then on top of the 2 Sims, you could probably even fit some pets. I would say though, once your Sim gets pregnant, if that's the route you go, it's time to move out because I don't think you can fit a baby in this house too. And then when it came to placing the counters, I really went with the green vibe. I feel like these counters flow so well with the wallpaper and the flooring and everything. I love this kitchen so much. It's tiny, but it is perfect. My style changes so often. Like, I love the sleek and chic look, but I also love the cottage core vibe. I'm like the perfect blend in between. I can swing both ways. And here's that bedroom I was talking about. I know that when you place a double bed against a wall, it is not the most convenient. I'm gonna say it's best if you have one Sim living here, or you could remove the end table and just center that bed. Your Sims can still get into that bed if you want 2 of them to sleep there. You would just have to put one Sim in first and have them slide over before the other Sim gets in. So in that sense, it is a little bit of a hassle. The cabinets that come with these countertops, I believe they are the Horse Ranch ones, looked kind of funny because they all seem to be different sizes, either in terms of how low they dropped or how far they came out. Like, it just didn't seem like it lined up well. I was going to fit a couch in here, but then I thought, do I really need to have this big giant clunky piece of furniture when it's such a small build? I put 2 sitting chairs instead. I feel like it's a little bit cozier. I know you can't lounge in them like you could on a couch, but you still have a bed, and then there will be an ottoman on that window seat. I make it by closing in the 2 square space with a wall and using cabinets back to back to make it look like a solid wood piece, and then I raise up one of the ottomans in the game. This one's from Laundry Day stuff, but it is 100% functional. I did test it, so your Sims can sit there and they can take a nap. I was trying to fit this book in, but it didn't quite fit at its normal size, and then when I tried to put a plant in it, it was very obvious that it was too small, so I put a laundry basket instead, and it inspired me to use the off-the-grid laundry stuff. I never use the washing basket. I have put down the clothesline and had my Sims use that instead of the dryer, but I've never actually had them hand wash their clothes because it feels a little bit outdated and tedious. But this lot is actually set up so perfectly. If you want to make it off the grid, you might have to fiddle with some of the appliances inside because I didn't set it up to be that way, but it is certainly doable. And for it being a starter, I get a significant amount of things for your sim to do. I got a computer for them, and they've got books to read in terms of their fun, but they also have a flower arranging table and a little garden area. And then they have a chicken coop, which I thought was so cute. I love having chicken coops in the game now. I really wish that they incorporated maybe pigs with one of the 2 packs that came with these animals. With Country Living, we got llamas and cows and chickens. And then with Horse Ranch, we got goats and little sheep. Did we get little sheep and goats? I think we got lambs. So I feel like we're really only missing pigs now, especially because horses obviously came with that pack as well. We've got the whole farm going. But I'm not surprised that the Sims would miss their mark. I did kind of want to add a little roof piece with the window there. I forget what they're called, but it didn't really fit with the rest of the roof. It seemed odd to have all this moss growing on the big portion of the roof and then to have that small piece with nothing. So I just ended up deleting it, and I think it looks just fine. The curtains were a little bit of a hassle here. I couldn't find one that fit the style that I wanted, that also fit the windows. So I was going to cave and use the Seasons curtains because they are the Seasons windows. But then I found that these curtains from Cats and Dogs fit the windows too, and originally I had just sized one down to cover that window in the bedroom so they matched, and it did work, but I thought I would just use the same curtain as in the kitchen, and it looks just fine. It's got the same color scheme and everything, so I feel like it blends in well. I'm just adding a little bit of clutter here at the end to get those final touches in. I do get it pretty tight with the budget, but I was really trying to make the most out of everything I could and make sure that when you do move a sim in, you don't have to go through the menu searching for things for your sim to do. They're set, they're ready to go. This is a fully functional house for you to load in, start your garden, start your farm, and yeah, I do give it the lot traits of Simple Living and Wild Foxes because I feel like it's very fitting. Both those traits come with the Cottage Living pack, so you will need that in order to have them. But anyways, the build is coming to an end now, and there will be some screenshots for you to see. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the next video to share with you all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!